ndani ya ghetto na kamba kwa shingo, mwaga jasho kakitu kwa mfuko.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I prepare my hair for washing after undoing braids. There are two ways I prepare my hair before washing. One is deep conditioning treatment and another one is pre-pull. Today we're going to be doing deep conditioning treatment because it repairs damage, protects from breakage and cleanses hair and scalp and makes your hair soft. I so happen to have different flavors of this ice summer deep conditioning treatment. Trying to decide whether to use the mixed fruit flavor or the garlic flavor. Which one should I use? I decided to settle on the garlic one simply because it was the one that I had previously used, so it was open and, well, who cares what flavor I use for as long as I show you what I do. And voila! This is how my hair looks 2 days after unbraiding it. I have not done anything to it. I have not put water or even combed it because it is very dry, and this is one of the biggest reasons why I chose deep conditioning. It's because it's dry, and when I start to work on it, it will do a lot of shedding. First things first, I will divide my hair into 3 sections, and as you can see, I am braiding it very lightly. I am not pulling it because it's very weak at this moment. When your hair is dry, it's very weak. Do not pull. After dividing my hair into 3 sections, I finished with the back side of camera, and as you can see, I picked one of the front sections and began to put the cream treatment on the longer strands of hair. This is because my hair is dry and I want it to become softer so that I can be able to access the much harder parts of my hair and even my scalp. And remember, I have not washed this hair, and this hair is very dry, and after braiding, hair usually sheds off. So for me to decide to put cream treatment first, it also protects from excess shedding and protects from breakage, and that's why I love this after braiding. By now my hair is already saturated in this treatment, and I continue to divide it into 3 smaller parts where I concentrate on the scalp and making sure each strand of my hair is completely saturated in this treatment. And also I scrub my scalp because I'm not going to use any shampoo, guys. I'm not going to use any other conditioner. This is the conditioning treatment that I'm going to use, and I am scrubbing my scalp and also making sure that each and every strand of my hair is saturated. As you can see at the end, I also finger detangle, and you can see the shed off is much less than if I would have combed my hair. For the last section of my hair, I'm going to do as I did with the rest of the hair, and I do not comb my hair, especially when it's dry or after braiding, because combing your hair weakens your hair, and it also increases the chances of split ends, and split ends prevent a hair growth. because the ends of your hair are usually the oldest, so the weakest. So if they are split, your hair will grow, but it will not show because it's still breaking at the ends. And I'm also using this deep conditioner to scrub my scalp because I also do not use shampoo. And the reason why I do not use shampoo is because most shampoos you find in the supermarket have sulfates. So I prefer using this. Or for about 15 to 20 minutes, I finger detangle my hair, and I also go through it, removing all the excess shed off that had shed off during the period I had my braids on. At the same time, I massage and scrub my scalp to clean it. At the same time, removing finger detangling. And the massaging is quite something. I do this for 15 to 20 minutes. You can imagine my hands were tired. My hair was still a bit bristle and a bit dry, though it was manageable. And I continue to finger detangle and scrub and scratch and remove shed offs for those 15 to 20 minutes before now I wrap my hair for some time. After 20 minutes of scrubbing and preparing my hair, it is now ready and has stopped shedding by finger detangling, but that does not mean that it won't shed when I comb it. I will put it into 2 loose bands and leave it for some time so that the treatment can do its magic. And because I am an uncouth person, normally I put a plastic bag in my head. But for the purposes of decency on YouTube, I use this wig cap, which is very tight and uncomfortable, but let's use it. Then after some time, I will use my silk sleeping scarf to tighten it, and I'll continue being lazy for the rest of the day. Not the rest of the day, for some few hours, and then I'll be back. And I am back, dancing and happy. It's been maybe 2, maybe 3 hours, maybe 4, maybe 5. I do not know how long it has been. And this is how soft and coily and moisturized my hair is. At this point, my hair is very soft, very gentle, very silky, very manageable. It is just amazing, just the way I love it. And of course, I have a few shedding offs, but it's still not the same as if I had combed my hair before this. Now I can introduce the comb into my hair, and you can see how the comb is running through it, as opposed if I had combed it immediately after undoing my braids. And now that my hair is ready, I am ready to go into the shower. Ready to go into the shower. After one long shower, I am back, and as you can see, I am wearing my spaghetti top on my head, and I am shameless, not shameful at all. For that, that's because I use t-shirts and spaghetti tops to dry my hair, and I do not use towels because towels will over dry my hair and create bristles. I have again divided my hair into 3 sections, and as you can see in my scalp, my hair is very clean after washing with only the conditioning treatment without shampoo. Now I am going to again divide it into even smaller sections because I am about to treat it with my goat milk treatment. It's amazing, guys. It is amazing. The camera refused to focus, but this is Mayani goat milk hair treatment. The Mayani leave-in treatment is just magic to my hair, and even magic how I discovered it. I bought it at around maybe $4.50 at Best Lady River Road, and it's not that expensive. If you have bushy hair like mine is just like a lot. It's just like a lot of hair. It's just like a forest. I think you would use more. Like I literally tend to use one bottle within maybe a few days or a few months. It doesn't last more than 1 month, but for $4.50 it's definitely very worth it. It makes my hair very soft. Like I said, I do not use anything else when I am going to get braided, and this is how I end up going for a whole year without blow drying my hair. And people ask me how I go for a whole year without blow drying my hair. This is how I use Mayani goat milk hair treatment. Finally, I'm going to pin my hair in 3 sections, which are just 3 so that it can be manageable. And then I'm going to cover it and leave it like that until tomorrow for the final treatment of my hair after braiding. Today is the next day. This is how my hair looks 24 hours after I put the leave-in goat milk hair treatment. And as you can see, my hair looks amazing. It's just magic. It is long, it is stretched, it is soft, it is manageable. I can even go and get braided again if I wanted, without even putting blow dry. I did not rinse it out, the goat oil, the goat milk hair treatment. I just left it in, and if you look carefully, you'll see some remnants of the goat milk hair treatment. It just got absorbed into my hair overnight. Part 3 and the final part of my routine is mixing my oils. I begin with this small bottle of Ideal castor oil, which is nearly out, and another small bottle of Ideal olive oil, which is also nearly out. And then my favorite is the MPL hair oil that is medicated, and I love it because it protects and nourishes my hair so nicely. But one of my favorite is the Ballet hair tonic that I buy at Naivas at around 200 bob, and you can see this bottle is empty because I love it so much. Another one is Alison's almond oil hair oil with vitamin E that is currently sustaining me throughout this quarantine season of coronavirus. And the camera completely refused to focus. Another one of my secret ingredients that is my favorite is the Nazi coconut oil, and every time I travel to Mombasa I have to carry a dozen of these because they're original. I'm using a clean empty tin to mix the oils. The oils that I have less of, like the olive oil and the castor oil, I do not put too much, just a little. But the oils that I have plenty of, like coconut oil and the almond oil, I use too much of it. The ones that I do not have too much of it or less of, like the MPL medicated oil, I just use enough. My favorite oil is always the amla oil, and like I said, these ones my mom gets them from South Africa. I do understand that we have amla oil in Kenya, but mostly the ones I find are usually either too saturated or less saturated, but the ones for South Africa are just nice. And I do not waste any amount, that's why I keep wiping the droplets into my hair, and I'm going to use an empty amla oil bottle to put the oil into my hair. I'm just shaking to make sure the oils have mixed properly, and then I'm going to dust and put it in my hair. I am dividing my hair into smaller sections for easy application. Beginning with the farthest because it is tedious. By the time I come to the front, it's easier for my hands not to get tired. And as you can see, I begin with the roots, then I spread the oil to the rest of the hair strands. After some time, I notice my clothes are getting spilled on by the oil, and the oils are very porous, especially the amla oil and the almond oil. In this mixture, they are very porous, so I had to go and get my gown on. Now that I have my gown on, I can continue with the rest of my hair. You notice that I also massage my scalp to make sure that every inch of my scalp is also saturated, and like I said, the oils are very porous, so this is not something you would do while you're intending to go outside the house. I hear some married women say that this will dirtify the men's clothes if you have to cuddle. After this, you can just cover your head and do whatever you want. But if you're not the type that likes to cover your head in the presence of your husband, then too bad. You can do this when they're not at home, or wherever you guys that are married do. I am married, I don't know. Like I said, this is very porous. You can see it's flowing from my neck, my sideburns, and even the back side. It's already porous. Then after I finish, I will make sure that every inch of this section is covered, and then I'm going to put it in a loose protective styling. Go to the other side and repeat the same process. So for this part, because everything has been explained, I'm going to just fasten the video so that you can see. And as you notice, my hair is very long in this area than the rest of my head, especially in the middle area. But as you can see, my hair is divided into 3 sections already, and I am repeating the same process of application in this side and the rest of my hair. I have no need of showing you the back. But again, remember, I washed this hair the previous day, and I did not use any soap, shampoo, or any other conditioner apart from the conditioning treatment. And you can see how clean it is and how soft and manageable my hair is. Guys, avoid blow dry, avoid soaps, avoid sulfates in your natural hair. You can see how long your hair will grow. Yes, like I said, these oils are very porous, so if you have a husband, they might as well help you manage your hair. So 24 hours later, I was supposed to show you how the hair looks, but I accidentally deleted the footage. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe.
Your eyes, you know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify.